So, hello and welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
Today we're talking about Wild Turkey and their new Master's Keep. This is a 17-year bottled in bond.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little notification bell. Matt, why don't you give us a little bit of background here on this lovely little thing we have in our glass?
All right. The Wild Turkey Master's Keep bottled in bond. As you can see, we already had fun with this bottle. We had a beautiful night blind tasting them. Comes in this beautiful blue box. This is the fifth in the series. As you know, it is bottled in bond. So it is. This was a 17-year-old, or its minimum is 4. Obviously, one season, one distiller, all the other fun, bonded warehouse, all that good stuff. It is a 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 barley mash bill. It's the only other bottled and bond that Wild Turkey's ever made was back in 2007. Was called American Spirit, and that was a 15-year-old. And these also come from the Camp Nelson rickhouses, which is the one that's 45 minutes away from the rest of the Turkey campus, so it gets different flavors. So let's go and see what we think of this thing. But as I know, it already won our blind tonight, so
It did.
It did.
We did all 5 of the Master's Keeps, and this won pretty handily, I think. All 3 of our pallets.
yeah, it is. And our buddy Chris Taz is going to send us the Australian version so we can try that too.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited. So we can have all 6 and try again. So,
All right.
let's
That'll
see.
be another fun night.
That's right, because that was a good night, the first one.
That was a good night. That was a really good night. That's
You
probably
did
one of
that
my favorite blinds we ever did, to be real honest.
Get that proof right off the bat there on the nose.
You really do. That 100 shows up.
Oh, smells so good.
It really does.
I mean, this is bourbon all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Corn is the dominant grain. You can smell that new oak. The vanilla and the caramel tones are very present.
But am I correct in this is a high rye?
Oh, this one's only 13.
Oh, okay. The rest of them.
Yeah. So, it is lots of caramel, butterscotch, a little bit of apricot,
Yeah.
cinnamon,
Got
oak,
that dried fruit buzz going on in there.
yeah, molasses,
You're behind some nutmeg too.
Nutmeg.
Raspberry jam.
There's a slight orange on the back.
Yeah, definitely orange zest with
Citrus
lemon
component.
and lime. Let's see, vanilla, little mint, some bubble gum.
There's a lot going on in this
This is quite
glass.
complex.
What are they called? Yogurt covered, those little yogurt pellets you get, like the little vanilla covered yogurt pellets, whatever those things are called. I can't remember what they're called, but
Are
they're
they
like
raisins?
no, they're not the raisins. They're just the yogurt that are covered like in the white chocolate.
Oh, okay. White chocolate.
I don't know what they're called, but those things with
I
like
know
the
what you're talking about,
chocolate. Yeah. Oh, you know what? There's a little root beer in this too.
Yeah. You get the root beer or you getting licorice?
I think there's a little bit of both.
I'll find the root beer. I can find that mint note as well.
Licorice could be coming from the rye side.
Mm-hmm. As can the root beer.
Yes. But I tend to get licorice with rye as opposed to root beer. Of course, I'm not one of those people who drink those licoricey root beers.
Yeah.
Don't worry, when we review the rare breed rye, I'm sure you'll figure out. Although that's a low rye, so it's not a big deal.
And if I remember correctly, that was also pickleful.
This is quite complex. I'm going.
Yeah, it is.
So freaking good.
Oh, yeah.
Buttered
That-
toast.
It is really good.
I
get some of that minty right there, that cooling sensation.
Definitely. Yeah, that cinnamon gum,
Absolutely.
like bubblegum wrapper, little cherry
Big Red.
vanilla. Yeah, Big Red, yeah. Even the creaminess.
A nice little black pepper ding at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I also get the creaminess of a root beer, not necessarily root beer, like cream soda, like right on the cusp of both of them. They're so similar to begin with, but the licorice isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The orange is.
Yeah, the orange is definitely there.
Like an orange zest.
The zest is on the
Mhm.
finish for me.
And a clove. There's this black pepper ding that comes up and hits me right at the finish. It's lovely. That's what it leaves me with. It's this nice little spice, kind of the cinnamon black pepper. I'm still tasting some of the fruits on my palate, but for the most part, kind of leaves me this nice, deep, dark cinnamon black pepper, which I really, really enjoy for something that started off as sweet as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got like this, like, what do you call it? Chocolate swirl ice cream, like the cake cones, you know, with some honey and butterscotch for me, along with those, like you said, that black pepper finish. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's really good. I like that.
So can't wait to her name is Shay Gannon. She is one of the food scientists at the Wild Turkey. She's going on the show later in the end of August. She helped design this with Eddie, so she's the one that picked out the barrels. Of course, Eddie has the final decision, but she's going to explain exactly how she picked all this out and how it all works and the food science behind it. So it's going to be a really cool episode to talk about that. So she's amazing.
Excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I just put in a drop of water. Nose doesn't change much, if any. There might be a little bit more of like a woodiness that kind of came out.
Yeah, I didn't get much for a woodiness on the actual palate itself. For 15 years, you would think that would have some more wood impact.
17 years.
17, sorry.
Yeah, there's the wood impact.
You
need a drop of water to unlock the wood.
This may be one of the oldest bottles and bonds I've ever had. I'm not thinking if there's any. I think 14 from Old Fitz I've had.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't think of anything else that's 17. That's this old. That's a bottle and bond.
Not that's a bottle and bond.
It does.
So
it gets more woody when you add the water.
It does, and it doesn't get ridiculously woody.
It's
like
not
some Eagle Rare 17 comes to mind. That it got ridiculously over woody when you put in a drop. This doesn't do that, but a lot more of a wood component comes through. It's almost
it tamps down the others.
It's almost a char. It's almost a bark-like component that comes through with a drop of water. So that's fine. You can actually play around with this. I bet a couple of drops changes it more.
You put 2 in?
Yeah, I put in 2 based on the amount of liquid that I had left in the glass. I thought 2 was about right.
Freaking delicious.
Yeah. I would really expected it to have more of the wood notes coming forward from sitting in that barrel for so long.
17 years in a new oak container. I was expecting an oak bomb.
Yeah, me too. I was really afraid of this one. Then I was like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah,
it's not that at all.
This was really well chosen and well blended together.
Yep.
Yeah, it really was. Eddie did a fantastic job with this one. That is for sure.
Well, and after an hour of blind tasting, we thought that this one was the best of the 5 that they've done so far. So
yeah, because they don't do a whole lot of premium products at Wild Turkey. It's just pretty much regular. So this is one of the few that they've done the last. The Master's Keep series came out in 2015, the very first one. They've only put out 5. So yeah, so they did a hell of a job. And the MSRP on this one I think is $175. So it's not bad. I think it's worth it. I mean, for as old as what you're getting,
one more time,
$175.
$175. Yeah. So you're paying $10 a year, essentially.
Yeah. So really, it's not bad. And the only thing is they only made 14,400 bottles, so it is limited in what you can get. See, in previous years, they kind of said,
that's a lot of whiskey.
Well, it is, but in previous years, I sat around. Well, people got the word out how good this was, and this sucker just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like you can still get Cornerstone or Revival, but this one in decades. But you can't get the original one, and you can't get this one. And you might get lucky, but I mean, it's much harder to this one than usual. Usually, it just comes in easy. Not this time. Because I had friends that they were buying like 5 or 6 at a time. Because they're like, it's freaking amazing.
Wow.
So that tells you how good this one it is this year. So great job, Wild Turkey. Fantastic stuff.
Indeed.
If it hasn't shown up in your area and you can still find it,
grab it.
Yeah, this is worthy of an This is worthy of an over 100 price point. So if that's something that's in your wheelhouse to spend, this is a buy all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, other ones I don't think they tell you to do that. This one, absolutely.
No.
So,
all right. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And until next time,
keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass. Cheers.
What is the laughing about?